Alright guys, this is breaking news. This is very important for everyone to hear about this because I want to bring awareness to the fitness realm and for those who knew about Rich Piana and want to know how did he die. Well, someone, John O'Bravo, something like that, basically was on RX Muscles podcast, which is Dave Palumbo's podcast, and he said he had insight regarding Rich Piana's death, right? So Rich Piana is a very popular YouTuber and fitness influencer. He was massive, like fucking massive, right? And everyone thought he's just a freak of nature because he promoted this three hour arm workouts and stuff to that nature. So everyone thought like he was a pure beast of muscle, which isn't the case because I'm going to be exposing that right now. So essentially, Rich Piana died due to a fake implant, and that is silicone. Okay, so a silicone is similar to synthol, or synthol is similar to silicone. Okay, basically both of them, if we're talking in both the same aspects, right? Silicone and synthol is used to improve some body part. So, for instance, everyone knows this, right? Females will get synthol or silicone injected into their butt or titties, and this is how they get bigger titties or bigger asses or bigger booties, because they inject either synthol or silicone. I believe females will use silicone, right? But also depends because there's different types of quality of synthol and silicone. So depending on where you go and where you get it sourced from, all depends on the quality and whatnot. But it doesn't matter on the quality of these synthetic whatever oils or whatever the case might be, right? Silicone and synthol are not meant for the human body, right? Now you can inject it, but the risk of that comes with death and other issues such as developing cancer and tumors and whatnot. So if you females are wanting bigger booties, bigger titties, or whatever the case might be, take that into consideration. Because, and also for males, if you guys are wanting to inject like synthol or silicone into your biceps, shoulders, calves, or whatever, just take that into consideration that you may die, because when you inject these oils, these fake whatever into your body, right, it kind of stays in the muscle, right? And if you have an experienced person who is injecting this, they know what they are doing. However, if you don't find an experienced person that does this, right, then they may potentially kill you, because as soon as the silicone or synthol hits your bloodstream, that's when game is over, okay? So when you decide, or if you decide to get injections to improve whatever the case might be, your shoulders, your biceps, or whatever, right? And sometimes it will take years, decades, or whatever, for the synthol or silicone to break down and to get released in your bloodstream, and that's when death occurs, okay? Not everyone has that chance of dying, but there is that chance of dying if that happens. So Rich Piana used silicone throughout his whole body. His whole body was fulfilled with this silicone, which is not good, because he was a ticking time bomb, like I said, and it just was a matter of time when his body decided to break down this silicone and release it into his bloodstream. And when that gets released to your bloodstream, just imagine what happens throughout your whole entire body. Your heart, your organs, your lungs, your brain, and so forth is being impacted. So yeah, so you females who get silicone in your butts, Brazilian booty lifts and stuff like that, just be careful. You hear that all the time, females going on planes, because I guess the altitude kind of interrupts the silicone somehow. I have no idea, maybe the pressure, but yeah, but you hear it all the time. So With that being said, is silicone or synthol really safe for us? No. Is it beneficial for us? No. Is it useful in any type of way? Sure, if you want to bring up a lagging body part because you're lazy, or maybe you had a very bad accident, but overall, using those site enhancement oils and stuff like that is not ideal, nor optimal, nor even worth it, because even for competitors, like we have competitors that are being accused for using injections or site enhancements, like Big Ramy. Okay, there was a big issue with his shoulders last year, I believe, and a lot of people speculated that might be oil site enhancement use, but we never know until either the muscle looks funky, because over time the oil starts breaking down, and as a result, or as a consequence, your muscles look distorted and fucked up looking. But you got little bubbles areas and stuff like that. So that's an automatic sign of oil use, right? But at first, if you just freshly injected it, you won't know. But even like in RX Muscles podcast, he even mentioned that, or someone mentioned that Rich Piana's muscles doesn't even look like real muscles. And to be quite frank, like thinking back at it, like his muscles didn't even look like muscles. They were big, don't get me wrong, he looked freakish, but like hard, dense, thick, grainy muscles, it wasn't in Rich Piana's on life. It wasn't in his physique. So thinking back at it, did he use oils, silicone in order to enhance his physique? It's a possibility, but I don't want to claim that as the ruler of his death. But if that was the case, then just know that body dysmorphia is very true. It comes along with anything and everything. Doesn't matter how rich, how popular you are. Just know that your mental game is brittle than anything else. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, your bones are strong, your muscles are strong, you're able to lift up like 1,000 pounds. But if you're not taking care of your mental state, your mental health, then you're gonna spiral downwards. I'm not saying Rich Piana's mental state affected him to the point of death, but his body dysmorphia led him to continue with these injections in order to look a certain way, to impress people, to receive these compliments and whatnot. And that's what he strived for. Like he said, whatever it took, whatever it takes, 5%, whatever it takes, right? Gotta confuse the muscles, babe. Thanks for watching.